rotating your Forex accounts, your prop firm accounts, is the best way to go about your trading. And that's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. Firstly, we're going to talk about what rotating your accounts actually is and how it can be beneficial for you. So I have a whiteboard here. I'm going to go through exactly why it is important. So let's say we have account 1, account 2, account 3, and account 4. So we have these 4 accounts here that we are trading, and each of these will obviously have a drawdown limit when you're trading with a prop firm account, and it will also have profit targets. Or if it's a funded account, then it obviously won't have a profit target, but you will get a payout from that account if you are in profit at the payout date. So each of these accounts has rules, mainly the drawdown rule, which is what we need to focus on when we're talking about rotating the accounts. I'm going to give you the example now if these are funded accounts. We're going to talk about challenge accounts later, but the example of funded accounts is the best one for rotating accounts. Many people go into challenges trading multiple at once and taking the same trades, and this can be a good way to pass if you have a high win rate, but for those without a high win rate, it can be a recipe for financial disaster. Failing 5-10 challenges at once is very expensive. Passing 5 at once is obviously a great experience, but if you don't have that high win rate, then it is not likely to happen. So with a funded account, if you are trading 4 of them like this, each one has a minus 10% drawdown, as we know. So each of those has minus 10%. And let's say I'm taking trades on all of these and I go on a 10 trade losing streak. Now all of these are gone. All of the accounts are now gone and I have no accounts to trade, which is not a great experience. You don't want to lose all your accounts, let alone in one go. Whereas let's say out of that month of trading where I had those 10 losing trades, I kind of filtered between the accounts. Obviously having 10 losing trades in a row is not a good situation to be in, but it is possible. So what we need to actually think about now is, let's say every week I changed accounts. So first week, let's say I was minus 3%. Second week I was minus 2%, and then minus 4%, and then minus 1%, let's say. So each of these accounts now, after 1 week of trading, they're all in slight drawdown, but notably, no account has been blown. So if you're trading all of those trades on a copier, trading all of them at once, then all of them have been blown. Whereas splitting it up like this, a week at a time on each account, or you could do it a trade by trade basis, you've now made yourself able to make profit. So let's say the next month we make 10% profit, but this might be split up differently. So perhaps this week you have made plus 4%. So now you're plus 1%. And let's say this month you made 1%. So you're still obviously minus. And then third week you actually make, let's say 3%. And the last week you actually make 2%. So what we can actually see here is over the month of trading, this one plus 1%, this one minus 1%, this one minus 1%, and this one plus 1%. So we've obviously traded 2 months of trading and we are at 0% return. So overall, let's say you had them all on a copier, minus 10, then plus 10, you're at 0. But obviously the minus 10 from the first trades would have blown the account. So you would have started from 0 again anyway. So then you would have had to lose all of those challenges. So lose the 4 challenges, purchase them again, and then make the 10% to obviously make the profit. But in this situation, let's say we are obviously plus 1, minus, plus 1. So we're at 0 overall. But now you get a 1% payout from this account, and you get a 1% payout from this account. And obviously you don't get payouts if you're in a drawdown. But overall, it means that if we trade the next month, you can still get payouts even if you don't make any profit. So you can see here, this is overall no net gain, but we're still able to process payouts. 2 months of trading, you can make no money, you could lose money. One account could be really profitable while the others are in slight drawdown. And that is the beauty of rotating your accounts, so that if you are winning, great, you're going to win on all accounts. If you are losing, it splits the drawdown to give you a 40% drawdown rather than a 10% total drawdown. And obviously you need to focus on the cost too. And the way to get down the cost is by using Prop Firm Match. You can see they actually have a flash sale for Black Friday offers, and you can go down and look 30% off with Alpha Capital, 20% off with My Funded Futures, various different offers to get you the cheapest challenges possible. which means that when you are purchasing challenges and you are risking your hard-earned money, that you're able to save money on the amount spent on challenges. If you're able to save 30% on every single challenge, it means that for every $1,000 you're spending on challenges, you're saving yourself $300, which is a massive amount if you do this for a full-time career. What I also like to do is go over to the challenge page and I actually compare the difference between the accounts. So I compare the daily drawdown, the max drawdown, because this is very important when we are working out the trades we are taking, the risk we are using, and it gives you an overall picture of whether that prop firm is good for you to trade or not. And also we have the price and we have the discounted price. And if you use the discount codes provided on the Prop Firm Match website, get you exclusive discounts only for Prop Firm Match members. As you see, new offers all the time. You can even get free accounts, which is a bonus. So if you want to get the cheap challenges, check out the link in the description of the video to Prop Firm Match today. So when we're speaking about making money from prop firms, you have to consider the fact that you're going to have losing streaks. It's not going to be a perfect graph of your prop firm profits versus the money spent on challenges. And the reason being, not every strategy is profitable every single month or every single week in the markets. There are some traders who make all of their profits in 2 or 3 months of the year. And you'll see this a lot with many big funds as well. They'll have a good streak in the markets. When the conditions are perfect for their strategy, they'll make all their profits. And the rest of the time, they will be in consolidation. They'll be basically at break even, just protecting their capital. And this is what you have to consider that can also happen with your strategy. If you're looking at your back-tested data, and if I show you an example of this now, if you're looking at your equity graph and it's like this, then that's perfect. You probably won't have an issue with ever losing a prop firm account. You have to consider that perhaps your equity graph will be more like something like this. That obviously it's going up and you're making profit, but what's going to happen in these periods? You know, these drops, the retracements of the overall equity graph, when perhaps you are in deep drawdown. Perhaps that drop is enough for you to blow an account. This is what you also have to consider when you are looking at how you're going to be trading your prop firm accounts. If you are someone that has an equity graph like this from previous data, and I'm not just talking about the past 3 months or 6 months of data, I'm talking about 3 to 5 years, then you are probably in a good position to be trading, you know, on a trade copier, multiple accounts at once. But if this is you, then it probably isn't the best way to be trading, because it's going well. You've passed phase 1, you've passed phase 2, for example. You get onto the funded account, boom, drawdown, accounts blown. And obviously, if you had them all trading the same trades, then it means all of them have been blown. Okay, so then you buy it again. You start making profit, you pass phase 1, boom, blown. Whereas if we're doing it the way that I mentioned, during the first, let's say, month or so, you're making profit on all the accounts, so they're all at a decent point. They all have that profit buffer, so that when you do have a streak of drawdown, you're probably at break even on one, maybe one's still in profit, and maybe 2 are in drawdown, and then you have profit again, and then you get the payouts. So you're still getting payouts, even if your trading is in the consolidation period over, you know, the yearly total profit. A good way to actually break this down is when you're looking at the months. So looking at your monthly results could be like this, and you can see that obviously this isn't accurate yearly results. It's not even 12 months, but you can see that you're going to have good periods and bad periods. These ones are great. All the accounts are growing. And if you look back and say, oh, well, if I just traded all of them, I would have passed all of them at once. Then you also have to consider the bad months. Here, perhaps you would blow the challenge or blow the funded account. Here, even more apparent, big losing streaks. But then you have the big streaks. Then get all of the accounts out of drawdown. So in the next month, when you're trading the accounts, they all make profit. They all get payouts. And then if you have multiple accounts with different prop firms all getting payouts, that's the best situation to be in, rather than putting all your risk in one account and all in one trade, all in one sequence of trades. It can be detrimental to your trading performance. So if this is something you are looking to do, be sure to let me know how you plan on doing it in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.